I got people messaging me. They're like, yo, Kevin Nash is talking shit about you. I said, damn. Who is Kevin Nash? And I mean that. I'm unfamiliar with this guy, which I think is his problem. I'm not as versed in the WWE and in wrestling as maybe I should be, as my peers are. But then how am I so much better than all of them?
Logan Paul said, well, I don't know, he says, you know what a shoot is, right? And I could, because I saw it on Instagram, so it cut off. So I didn't get to see if they were ribbing them or what.
They were working them, I think, because...
Hey, wrestling friends, welcome to the Figure 4 TV. Come on in, hit that like button, and watch this video to the end so you can get the full understanding of the beef between Logan Paul and Kevin Nash.
Logan Paul doesn't a shoot work?
Is that one of the boys? Where would he learn that shit at? Where's he going up and down the road talking our jargon? In the building? Everybody's in their own motor coach. There's no interaction. There's no socialization. You don't become one. You don't become one of the boys just because you're around them. That, from what I heard, he's making like $5 million for a limited, and those other are out there making house shows. You. That's from the boys. You.
That's from someone working the road schedule.
I don't give a how many people are following you. All that means, man, is if it said you had 24 million Rhodes Scholars following you, man, I would be like, dude, you are, Jesus. You got a bunch of idiots?
Followers are what it's all about.
Well, maybe in their lives.
So in talking about this money thing...
Anytime I look and see followers, I figure I just got to make sure I got enough bullets.
In keeping with the money thing...
it's got to be so difficult for Paul, but I just think he just wanted to show everybody what he could do, because he was a racehorse, and he had, Vince was just holding those reins. Paul's like, man, they gave him that little, they gave him a little breath of freedom down at NXT, and next thing you know, that's the hottest product, on the WWE network.
Right. But see, now with him running the show too, he's one of those guys like you that had to do the grind. He was of that generation. So
now, before we get to the video clip where Logan and Hogan talks about the difference between a work and a shoot, I just want to mention something about Kevin Nash. And he's always centered around these contract signing controversials. He's always talking about somebody else's pocket, yeah. This is not the first time he mentioned something about how much money somebody is bringing in and how much money a star is making. Remember earlier this year, he made remarks about CM Punk earning his contract and being hurt, having a hamstring. I mean, not a hamstring, having the tear that he had in his arm. So Kevin Nash is always in somebody's money, financial business. He's such a hater. Hollywood sharing some information with the youngin' Logan Paul there, because that was some good ass information, because I didn't know that either, guys, to be frank with you. I didn't know that. I never looked at it like that. And that's something Nash wouldn't dare do for the younger generation. And that's the problem. We have a lot of old guards that's scared and they want to cling and hold on to the torch instead of passing the torch. They want to sit there and talk about the next generation instead of helping the next generation.
I got people messaging me. They're like, yo, Kevin Nash is talking shit about you. I said, damn. Who is Kevin Nash? And I mean that. I'm unfamiliar with this guy, which I think is his problem. I'm not as versed in the WWE and in wrestling as maybe I should be, as my peers are. But then how am I so much better than all of them? You know, I don't have the answers to these questions. It is a question. I don't know how I could be the best in the WWE or at least one of the best. Like, I'm surely a top fiver, and I don't even do it full time. Now imagine if I did learn a little bit. Imagine if I devoted, came one of the boys, learned what the difference between a shoot and a work was. Will that make me a champion? Fuck me. You're one of the old guys who is bitter that I am better at your job than you ever were. And that makes you pathetic. This will be my sport, and I will continue to make guys like you eat your words when I devote a little bit of time to it. So for me, you.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.